We'll start seated and sitting comfortably. Option to sit on a cushion if you like. And sitting up nice and tall, relax your shoulders down. An option to close your eyes or looking down your nose. And letting the legs relax, feel the knees moving closer to the floor. And relaxing the muscles in your face. Let your jaw hang. And bringing your awareness to your breath. And taking a moment to check in with yourself, to settle into your space. And we'll take a few deep breaths together. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, belly button to your spine. Inhale, expand. And exhale, belly button to spine. Inhale, expand. And exhale. Inhale, expand the belly. Same inhale, expand the ribs. Inhale, expand the chest. Pausing at the top of the breath. And exhale, chest falls, ribs draw in, your belly draws in. Again, inhale, expand the belly. Expand your ribs. Expand your chest, taking a really deep breath. And exhale, chest, ribs, and belly, exhaling all the way out. Last one, inhale, expand the belly. Expand your ribs. Expand your chest. And exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Coming back to your natural breath. And start to take some circles with the shoulders, bringing them forward and up, and back and down. Inhale as you bring your shoulders up, and exhale as you drop them down. And relaxing your shoulders down, drop your right ear to your right shoulder, gently stretching through the neck. And then dropping your chin through center, looking down towards your feet. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And bringing the chin through center, looking down. And right ear to right shoulder. And one more time, look down towards your feet, stretching the back of the neck. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And using your left hand, pushing your head back up through center. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, leaning over to the right, drop the right arm down. And stretching through your left side, keeping both sit bones down on the mat. And shoulders drop down your back away from your ears. As you inhale, reaching up through the center. And exhale, lean to the other side. And keep reaching through your right fingertips, stretching through the ribs on your side. Inhale to reach up through center. And exhale, twist to the right. Left hand on your right knee, right hand behind your back. Draw your belly in. And gently twisting through the spine. And taking one more inhale. Exhale to gently release, coming through neutral. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, turn to the left. And take one more breath in. And exhale, gently unwind. Walk your hands out in front of you, round your spine, tuck your chin. Maybe moving a little bit closer to the ground as you exhale. Your elbows might come down on the mat. And using your hands, push yourself back up through neutral. Walk your hands behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. And stretching through the front of your shoulders and your chest. And gently release, coming back through neutral. And make your way into tabletop, hands and knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide, pushing through your thumb and first finger. And soften your elbows. As you inhale, look up into cow pose, drop the belly, tilt your pelvis. Exhale to round your spine, draw your belly button in. And tucking the pelvis under, tuck your chin. Inhale, look up, moving through a few more rounds, following your own breath. Option to circle your torso around. Maybe pausing anywhere that feels good. On your next inhale, coming to a neutral spine. And tucking your toes under, sit your heels back on, or your butt back on your heels. Then come to standing on your knee. Bringing your hands to your low back. Squeeze the elbows together behind you. And draw your belly button in. As you inhale, lift the chest up and then slightly back for a slight back bend. Camel pose. And using your hands to support your low back. Option to reach for your ankles if it's accessible to you. And keep breathing. And slowly release, push through your hands, draw your belly in, showing back through neutral. And then sitting down onto your heels. Coming back into tabletop. Inhale to extend your right leg straight out behind you. Draw the belly in. And flex your right foot, toes pointing down towards the ground. Option to stay here or reach your left arm alongside your ear. And creating a long line through your fingers to your right heel. Using your core to keep you balanced. And taking one more inhale. And exhale to bring your hand and knee slowly down to the mat. Inhale into cow pose, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, cat, round your spine. Inhale back to neutral spine. Extending your left leg out behind you, flex the foot. Draw the belly in. Option to stay here or extend your right arm alongside your ear. And keep pushing through your bottom hand. And breathe. And take one more inhale. And exhale, bring your hands and knee down. Widen the knees, bring the big toes together and send your hips back into child's pose. Rest your forehead down, rounding through your spine. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth, let it go. Inhale, coming back up into tabletop. Your shoulders are right over top of your wrist. Pressing through the thumb and first finger. Extend your legs back into plank. Draw your belly in. And then lift your hips back and up into downward dog. And start to walk out your dog, bending one knee at a time, pushing the opposite heel down to the mat. Maybe shaking the head, yes and no. And then spin your upper arm bones in. Feel your shoulders come flat against your back. And then pressing both heels down towards the mat, keeping your knees bent if you need to, if it means your back is straight. And relaxing through the head. Inhale to look towards your hands and stepping to the top of your mat into a forward fold. And exhale to fold, relax through the head and shoulders, reaching up through your sit bones. An option to grab opposite elbows, maybe swaying side to side gently. And you can grab onto your big toes, pulling your upper body deeper into a fold, elbows coming out to the sides. Every time you inhale, reach up through the sit bones. And as you exhale, fold the upper body a little bit deeper. And bringing your hands back down onto the mat. As you inhale, come to a halfway lift. Hands can come to your shins or thighs for support, looking straight down at your mat. And exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up to standing. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. And release your hands into mountain pose. And taking a deep breath in. And open the mouth, let it go. And picking up your toes, spread them apart, and then place them back down one at a time. Inhale to reach your arms up. And exhale, sit down and back into chair pose. Your feet can be about hip width apart or closer together. If your knees are touching, squeeze them together. And bringing the hips back slightly. You might be able to lift your toes up off the mat. Lifting your chest, look straight out in front of you. And taking any arm variation that you like, you can reach out in front of you or hands to heart center. And try to sit a little bit deeper. And take one more inhale. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs, hands to the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands stepping back with the right foot. Staying high on the back toes. Inhale to reach the arms up into a high lunge. And keeping your front knee over your front ankle. Option to bend your back knee. And draw the belly in and lift the upper body up out of your waist. And breathe. And spinning the back heel down, coming into warrior two. Back foot is parallel with the short edge of your mat. Front knee stays stacked over the front ankle. And working towards your baby toe. Open up the knee. And take one more inhale. Exhale, hands onto your hips, straighten your front knee. And turn your toes to face the long edge of your mat. Pointing the toes slightly in more than the heels. Inhale to lift the chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades. And exhale, hinging from the hips, start to fold forward. Bringing your hands down onto the mat. And keeping a slight bend in your knees here if you like. You can adjust the width of your feet. Maybe bringing them wider or more narrow. Option to stay here, or you can walk your hands between your legs. Maybe grabbing onto your ankles. And bringing your hands back out in front of you. Inhale to lengthen your spine, take a halfway lift. And as you exhale, walking your hands to frame your left foot. Turning onto your back toes. Bend the back knee and step forward into a fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, come to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. And release your hands, mountain pose. And take a deep breath in. And open the mouth, let it go. And picking up your toes, spread them apart and place them back down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. And chest is lifted, draw your belly in. And taking any arm variation that you like here. And send your hips back a little bit further and see if you can sit a little bit deeper. And take one more inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, and step back with the left foot. Staying high on the back toes. Inhale to reach the arms up into a high lunge. Bringing your right hip back a little bit, left hip forward, squaring your hips. An option to bend your back knee if it feels better in your body. And spinning the back heel down, coming into warrior two. Adjust your stance if you need to. Reaching out in opposite directions. Your shoulders are stacked right over your hips. Maybe sliding back a little bit in the shoulders. And taking one more inhale. Exhale, hands onto your hips, straighten your front leg, and turn the toes to face the long edge of your mat. Option to interlace your fingers behind your back, squeezing the palms together, and squeezing your shoulder blades together behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, start to fold forward. And your hands might come off your sacrum here. And keep squeezing the palms together. And bringing your hands down onto your sacrum. And then drop your hands underneath your head. Inhale, lengthen your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to frame your front foot. Spinning onto the back toes, bend the back knee, and stepping forward into fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, come to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release your hands, mountain pose. And take a deep breath in. And open the mouth, let it go. And bringing your hands onto your hips. Take a step back with the right foot about 3 feet behind you. And toes point out on an angle to the right. And drop your back heel down. And squaring off your hips, bring your left hip back, right hip forward. And bending into your front knee for warrior one. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And feeling a deep stretch down the back of your back leg. And staying strong through your front leg, knees over your ankle. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands onto your hips. Straighten your front leg. And then start to hinge the upper body forward. Keeping your spine long, leading with your chest. And just moving as far as you can until you feel a stretch in the front leg, front hip. And try to hold here using your core. If you're flexible enough to get your hands down to the ground, you can bring them to the ground. Otherwise, keep them on your hip. As you inhale, using your core, coming back up to standing. And stepping forward into mountain pose. And take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. And bring your hands back on your hips. Taking a step back with the left foot, about 3 feet behind you. Back heel comes down, toes point out on an angle to the left. And bending into the front knee, square your hips. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up. Warrior one. And taking one more inhale. Exhale, hands to your hips, straighten your front leg. With a long spine, start to hinge from the hips, folding forward. Only as far as you can go with a straight spine. Inhale, bringing the body back up. And step forward into mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, stepping back into downward dog. And pushing through your hands, spin your upper arms in and draw the belly in, maybe drawing the low ribs in as well. And bringing the big toes together. Inhale to reach up with the right leg, lifting it any amount. And exhale, right knee to right wrist for pigeon. And straightening the back leg, flex your front foot. An option to stay lifted, sitting up nice and tall. Or when you're ready, you can fold forward, resting your forehead down. You can rest on the mat, or you can stack your fists, resting your forehead. And relaxing through the upper body. And breathing into the right hip. And start to slow down your breath, taking deeper inhales and deeper exhales. And taking one more breath in. And as you exhale, gently make your way back up. And coming into downward dog or tabletop. And moving around as you choose here, or staying in stillness. And bringing the big toes back together in downward dog. Inhale to reach up with the left leg. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Or pigeon on the other side. And take your time getting set up. An option to start folding forward. And pulling the tongue off the roof of the mouth, relaxing the jaw. Relax your shoulders. And taking one more inhale. Exhale, push yourself back up. And tucking your toes under, coming into downward dog or tabletop. And from downward dog, drop your knees down. And swinging your legs in front of you. Coming to seated with long legs. Flex your feet. Option to bend your knees slightly. Then bringing your hands beside your hips, push through the arms, lengthen your spine. And keeping this length in your spine as you inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hinging from the hips, fold forward. Resting your hands down on your legs or the mat. And feeling a deep stretch down the backs of your legs. And pushing yourself back up, bringing your hands behind your back. Fingers point towards or away, whatever feels better in your body. And point your toes. Inhale, lift the hips up to reverse plank, looking straight up. Pushing through the hips, the soles of the feet meet the mat. And if this is too much, you can always bend your knees, coming into reverse tabletop. Exhale to slowly lower down with control. And crossing your right leg over the left. Sit up nice and tall and bring your right hand behind your back. And keep your left foot flexed here, leg is straight. As you inhale, reach up with the left arm. And exhale to turn to the right, wrapping the arm around the knee. Option to hook the elbow to the outside of the knee, fingers point out. And take one more inhale. Exhale to gently unwind. Straighten your legs and shake them out a little bit. And crossing the left leg over the right. Flex your right foot, leg is straight. Left hand comes behind your back. Inhale to reach up, lengthen your spine. And exhale, turn to the left. Option to hook your elbow onto your outer knee here as well. And keeping the spine long. And taking one more inhale. Exhale, gently unwind. Straighten your legs, shake them out. And bringing the soles of the feet together. Grabbing onto your feet or your ankles. Just flutter your knees up and down a little bit here. Then let your knees fall towards the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Option to massage your feet with your hands here. And as you exhale, maybe moving the upper body a little closer towards the ground. And pushing through your hands, bring your upper body back up. And then use your hands to bring your knees together. Wrap your arms around your legs, curling into a small ball. Tuck your chin in. And exhale to release, come to seated. And taking one more stretch. Inhale to reach the arms out to the side. Exhale, cross the right arm over the left. You can bring your hands onto your shoulders. Backs of hands can meet, or you can twist your arms around each other, connecting the palms for eagle arms. And sitting up nice and tall, push your elbows together, create some resistance between your arms and your shoulders. And then lift your elbows up a little bit higher and bring your hands a little bit further away from your face. And gently unwind your arms. Inhale to reach out to the side. And exhale, cross the left arm over the right, coming into eagle arms on the other side, taking any variation that works for you. And squeezing your elbows together. Feel the shoulder blades fire up. And lifting the elbows up a little bit higher. And then bring the hands further away from your face. Notice how that changes the stretch or increases the stretch. And gently unwind your arms. Inhale, reach out to the side. And exhale, bring your hands down onto your lap. And sitting up nice and tall. Option to roll your shoulders a little bit here. Releasing that stretch. And you can close your eyes or look softly down at the ground. And checking in with your body and slowing down your breath. Using only the muscles to keep your spine upright, everything else can relax. And bringing the hands together at heart center. And thank you for practicing with me. May you have love, understanding, and strength in all that you do and all that you encounter. Thank you.